Next up will be the Technical Innovator Award, which will be presented by Congressman Cedric Richmond to the awardee, Jackie Beauchamp, and we will ask Congressman Richmond to please come forward from Louisiana. Please join me in welcoming Congressman Richmond.
First of all, Dr. Pinkett, thank you for that introduction, and to Michael Bowes, thank you for being the host. Michael, I will tell you that I think the theme this year of Game Change is very appropriate, and if you had a chance to see the Congressional baseball game, I'd like you to talk to my agent, Jim Clyburn, because he has an idea of who can receive an award next year. Let me just briefly say that it's an honor for me to be here tonight among so many of my colleagues and so many of them whose shoulders I stand on, that I now have the opportunity to stand side by side and fight to make sure that this country is all it should be, all it can be for everyone in the country. And very quickly, and I'll take a short point of personal privilege, just to thank two people that are here tonight being awarded that have been true champs for the city of New Orleans after our storm. And you can always tell something about people by how they treat you when you're down. Not only did the Congressional Black Caucus stand up and make sure that New Orleans was rebuilt, all of it, and that no matter your class status, no matter your race, that government was going to be there to take care of you. But Susan Taylor dedicated her time and volunteered to be on our Louisiana Recovery Authority to make sure that government funds were distributed equitably. And thank you, Susan, for that fight. And I know that Jimmy Lee Solomon is not here tonight, but Jimmy Lee and I had the opportunity to participate in a groundbreaking to build a major league urban youth academy in New Orleans in the historic Pontchartrain Park, which is the first African-American golf course community in the country. So Jimmy Lee and Susan, thank you so much for what you do, and that only goes to show the caliber of these awards and the thought that goes into it, and the fact that the honorees tonight are such great people. And the person that I have the honor of introducing falls right in that line. And I have the honor of introducing Ms. Jacqueline Beauchamp, who is the co-founder, chairwoman, and chief executive officer of Nerjyzed Entertainment Incorporated, which is a privately held interactive digital media development and publishing company headquartered in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. The company develops video games, digital simulation products, and animated and theatrical films. Before co-founding Nerjyzed, Ms. Beauchamp became the first African-American female general manager with Motorola, where she led the multimedia systems division. Led by Ms. Beauchamp, this global organization developed silicone for DVD devices, high-end audio products, and digital set-box products and video games. As an engineer technologist at IBM, where she holds a United States patent on high-density memory module, Ms. Beauchamp accrued 10 years of extensive experience in the areas of product design and development, as well as advanced technology management. Ms. Beauchamp received a Bachelor of Science degree in electrical engineering with minors in computer science and mathematics from Southern University with cum laude honors at this great institution, and she is also a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Talking to Ms. Beauchamp, and I think that this is what symbolizes what we're going through in this country right now, is the fact that it's not about politics, it's not about profits, it's about purpose. And when I was talking to Jackie about what made you leave the comfort of a Motorola or IBM to go out on your own, and she said, well, I was upset that our children had to see such a negative depiction of black children on video games and everything that they saw. So I thought to myself that if I'm going to do something about it, I have to meet them where they are. So she stepped out and she took a step and a leap of faith, so that she could change the images that our children see. And she took that leap of faith so that she could make life better for them. So not only is the person that I get to introduce, and we'll see a very short CNN clip about her, not only is she a game changer, but I can actually say she's a game maker too. So I want to introduce, and we'll watch the video before she comes up, but she's such a special person that CNN profiled her just recently, so let's watch the video.
On today's Black in America, CNN's Soledad O'Brien introduces us to an African-American woman who's a success in the high-tech world.
Different environments that
Jackie Beauchamp is the founder, CEO, and chairwoman of the digital media company Nerjyzed Entertainment.
As an entrepreneur starting up a video gaming company, and being a woman and African-American, she was trailblazing many paths and doing so from right here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Born and raised there, she climbed the corporate ladder.
There's not a lot of diversity, not just in the executive ranks, in the industry. And, you know, there were times as an African-American female, I was truly the only African-American female in the room.
Then left that loneliness to follow her heart.
I'm an electrical engineer by degree, and so technology has always been at the heart and soul of who I am. But animation and multimedia is my passion. As a kid growing up watching Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids, I'm seeing something that, you know, Mr. Cosby created and said, one day, I want to own a company that knows how to do that.
And now she does.
The biggest success so far has been the release and launch and shipment of our first console video game, which is the Black college football video game experience. What we constantly kept hearing and seeing in the industry were, you know, not enough content that reflects the urban character, and those that were there, they were not portrayed in a very positive light. So our intent was to provide some different type of content into the market segment.
Up next, a documentary, and then
a dance-based, music-based video game. On Xbox 360, utilizing Kinect, PlayStation 3, as well as Wii. It is not just for the African-American consumer to only enjoy an experience.
Jackie Beauchamp concedes it's an uphill battle and embraces it.
I'm an African-American female, and every day I know that I've got to get people to see me, and not that I'm an African-American female. The process of creating our 3D model.
For In America, Soledad O'Brien, CNN, reporting.
And what's on screen?
Now you can watch Soledad O'Brien's Black in America special Sunday night, 8 Eastern, right here on CNN.
So I have the great pleasure of presenting the Technical Innovator Award to Jacqueline Beauchamp.
Good evening. Let's wake up a little bit now. Come on, good evening. All right. First of all, I want to thank this great organization, Michael, for your leadership, your vision. As an entrepreneur, and as some of our conversations, it's like, hold on, my brother. We gonna get through it. It's gonna be just fine. But it is a pleasure to be here. Congressman Richmond, thank you so much for your sincere thoughts in supporting everything that I've been doing, not only for our great state of Louisiana, but also for the country, for the United States, but more importantly, for our kids. I want to thank my team members who are here that travel with me from Louisiana. Thank you guys. Let me just shout out to you guys. Thank you all so much for your support, because without you, I would not able to do the great things and be able to see the great things that we achieve. I will go ahead, I'm going to be brief, but let me start off by accepting this award. Really, 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 when we create video games, when we create animation, when we create films, it's all about a story. So if you would allow me to share a story with you of a person, and I'm going to say a little girl that grew up, as we say, in the hood, that always had a dream and followed that dream. Started off at the age of 9 years old. Her name is Jackie. She watched episodes growing up of Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids and said one day, I want to own a company that does that. Why? Because I saw images of myself. I saw images of myself, and I stated, I want to own a company that will bring positive reflections of the African American culture into the forefront of the animation industry. Well, that dream took her through an engineering path in college, continued in the field of technology, through her career at IBM, created several patents, things that she did at Motorola, but that dream constantly asserted when I saw that someone should seize the opportunity to transform the gaming industry with positive images of the African American beyond the villain characters that our kids see so much today. Someone should realize that there exists a $60 billion video game industry where African Americans are purchasing more products, almost 2 to 1, in less than 1% of developers are African American. We must change being the consumer mindset and becoming that of ownership. Yet, I saw an opportunity. I kept stating that someone should go and do this. And then one day, Jackie heard herself speak. I listened to myself, and I realized that my destiny was calling. The 9-year-old dream and the professional perspective converged not only in my head, but more importantly, in my heart. And I realized that that someone that I was thinking at that moment should now be me. And it became my calling. Yes, I left the corporate ranks as an executive, the only African American female at a level where we did not exist. But there was a higher calling, and it was my purpose. It was my purpose to bring something that our children are craving for. And that is a total separate depiction, different depiction of themselves. So with 4 other African Americans, we co-founded the Nerjyzed Entertainment digital animation company, headquartered in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And by 2009, we became the first African American development studio to ship video game on consoles. A $60 billion industry in the year 2009, this company became the first. Little did I know that my journey was really just beginning. Today, this company is now expanding with massive investments and moving aggressively into where our kids are today, again, in social media, as well as the casual gaming space. But let me also end by providing you with a story. We always open our studio to bring young people in. Ms. Taylor, you stated about our kids. And what I do with our high schools and with our junior high schools is to allow our children to come into our video game environment and understand how it is done. They don't know that programming and science and math and music is all created and a part of a video game product. What touched my heart with most of those kids is when they walk in, they state, "We had no idea," because we have never been able to walk in a place like this. My doors will always, have always, and will always be open to them. But this is what touched my heart, was a young girl who said, "Ms. Beauchamp, I now want to be a gaming programmer." She says, "I'm not doing well in math right now, but you know what? I'm going to go back to school and I'm going to work and this is what she said, "I'm going to work my butt off because you have exposed me to something that I now want to become." And I stated to her, I said, "Dear heart, you are our next generation game changer, and this is what you must do. You must get in the game. You must know the game. You must change the game. But then you must become the game. Own it and do it." Thank you so much. It's been an honor. Thank you.